I thought we had a very interesting season last year. We started out pretty slow, and then as we got into conference play, decided to kick it into a next gear. I think our kids learned our style, our kids learned what it would take to be competitive in the Big 12. So that was a great first year. We don't talk about that much because we don't want our kids to settle or to that be the standard, because we did not go postseason, and that's not at all our standard. So those are great highs, and we look back on those as flashes to then say, hey, what could this season really be like? 2015, I didn't feel like we were prepared as we moved into conference. I didn't know that we knew what it would take to be into the Big 12. And so this year I was like, well, we're gonna know what it's gonna take. We'll play as many SEC schools that will take us. We'll play as many Pac-12 schools that will take us. And then we'll enter the Big 12 knowing what to expect. We brought our kids into that, and we say, hey, if you wanna be the best, you gotta play the best. So I do think that we have an ambitious schedule. I do think our kids are wanting it. We are going to beautiful places to play in really great facilities, and we'll just continue to rise the caliber of our play.
Texas Tech softball will be taking on 11 new members on their team this year between freshmen and transfer student athletes.
I think that it wasn't by design to infiltrate brand new kids. We had always had a big freshman class coming in, and then there was just some few people that came in the area as transfers, and you never know who's going to transfer, and you never know when those opportunities are going to rise, and we had to take a few. The goal that we have for them is exactly the same goal as we have for our returners. Come in every day, practice hard, go hard, play hard, give your passion, leave a mark. And I think that you'll see in our roster we'll have a mix of returners and we'll have a mix of new kids, and I think the standard for all of them is exactly the same. Lay your heart on the line and let's see what we can do. When we talk about transfers and who can come in, there was a lot of pitcher transfers for us that really we needed to secrete, our battery. And Amanda Locke, our pitching coach, has really done a wonderful job pushing them to say, hey, it starts with us. We're going to push you the hardest. If you don't have it together, our team's not going to have it together. So I think they're really starting to embrace that challenge, and I'm just excited to see them when they get back in a few days.
Another one of the newcomers for this year's Texas Tech squad isn't a player, but recently hired Coach McMichael.
Coach Mack is, if you ask our kids, she's on the field vibrant, gives tons of energy, passionate about the outfield, passionate about hitting, passionate about softball in general. Our kids have really bought into the energy that she brings to the outfield, how important she makes them feel, and just the pride that she's bringing to Texas Tech. We're going to be tenacious. We're going to be the dirtiest when we leave. We're going to be the most passionate. We're going to leave everything on the field every single game. We were inconsistent with that last year. Now there's no more learning curve. This is what we want. We will be the grittiest team there. And I think you'll see that in their words, in their play, that they're starting to own that. It's not just a verbal attack. It's literally, this is our attack. We're going to be the most tenacious.